Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Magnus. Welcome back to Hearthstone, and I've been gone for... well, not gone, I just haven't been able to really do anything for the better part of the last month or so, because I'm in my last year of university, and kinda, filled with lots of work and things that are less fun. Anywho, the Goblins vs. Gnomes expansion released... well, today's Tuesday, and I'm recording this, so I guess technically yesterday. So to celebrate that, I'm going to buy as many packs as I can with 2,400 gold that I haven't really used. So we're going to do that, and I'm going to talk a little about the cards that we get, basically, and see what they're like. Okay, so cool. Let's see what we get. Alright, so we got 24 packs to open, which is kind of nice. Okay. Seal of Light. Restore 4 health to your hero and gain +2 attack this turn. Not bad, not bad. Pretty straightforward card. Hits up your weapon. It enhances your weapon. It gives you a free 2 attack weapon and 4 health. Though using this card, if you're at max health, is kind of a waste because you just get the 2 attack. So it's a mediocre, and I got 2 of them. Okay, well that sucks. Velen's Chosen. Fantastic. Holy shit. Holy shit! That's fucking amazing! That's an amazing fucking card. Holy shit! That's so good! Especially in my Spell Power Priest deck. Oh, that's going to be so much fun to play with. Holy crap, that is an amazing card. Give a minion +2, +4, and +1 spell damage for 3 cost? Hello, that is so... holy shit! That's so good. Okay. Muster for battle. Summon 3 1/1 Silverhand recruits. That's actually really good. That's actually fantastic. When you think of the troop cost and the 1/4 weapon, which is the Light's Justice, which is a 1-cost card. To summon 3 Silverhand recruits naturally requires 6 mana and 7 mana to summon that. So that gets condensed all into a single card for 3 cost. That is fantastic value. Absolutely fantastic value. Okay, Explosive Sheep. Deal 2 damage to all... that's not bad. This will help deal with a lot of aggro decks, basically. This actually kind of destroys Zulok decks, and any of those sort of rush decks, this will actually just kill it, flat out. Holy shit, that's good. These 2 are my 2 favorite in this particular draw, with this coming in a close tie for... well, this is definitely my favorite in this draw, followed by that one, then this guy comes in close to this guy, and this is... in this pack, these 2 are not the greatest. Alright, let's carry on. Right, I have to click things. Totally forgot. Druid of the Fang. This guy is actually kind of cool. Battlecry, if you have a beast, transform this minion into a 7/7. Not a lot of beast druid decks, so... it's gimmicky. So it requires that you have a beast on the field, otherwise it's like a 4/4 for 5, which is not a great stat line, but a 7/7 for 5 is an amazing stat line. Goblin Stalker, it's a stealth, 2/3, pretty good actually. Snow Chugger, freeze and... ooh, nice. It's a cheaper version of a water elemental, which isn't bad. Ooh, an epic, Bouncing Blade, deal 1 damage to random minion... repeat until a minion dies. That could be good, actually. I'm gonna have to toy with this one, because I imagine it needs... just from looking at it, because I haven't had a chance to look at anything. I'm just reading the text and trying to figure it out. From looking at it, I assume that you need 2 minions on the field for it to bounce back and forth, because otherwise you could chuck it at a single minion and then it would just kill it, which is kind of strange considering it's supposed to bounce. So I'm gonna have to toy with that one. Ooh, another epic, another Bouncing Blade. Okay, well we just talked about it, so I'm not gonna talk about it again. go. Yeah. Anodize Robo Cub. Taunt, choose one, +1 attack, or +1 health. Not bad. For 2 cost, it's not great. It's actually... I actually like this better than a lot of other 2-cost cards, because you get the option of going 3-2 or 2-3. But it is a taunt. I preferred it if it didn't have a taunt, just to make it a little less targety. Still, it's a nice card. Goblin Sapper, plus... That's pretty nice, actually. Since you can play it relatively early in the game, when your opponent might actually have more than 6 cards, it becomes a 5-4, or a 6-4 for 3. That's a great stat line. Seal of Light, we already talked about that. Puddle Stomper, it's a Murloc, it's 3-2. I don't really care for Murlocs. Burly Rockjaw Trog. Whenever your opponent casts a spell, gain +2 attack. Could be useful. I like it because it sort of stops your opponent from throwing spells at you, unless they're throwing it at this guy to get rid of it. It's still, it's a card to make your opponent think, which I kind of like it. So out of this group, definitely the Rockjaw is going to be my favorite card out of this particular pack. Antique Healbot. It's a beefed up Farseer, but you can't target the healing. It's good health for a shitty stat line, for a 5 cost. There's better ways of going about getting 8 health for less. Flying Machine. More Windfury is always nice, since there wasn't a whole lot of them before. At a 1-4, it will trade out somewhat okay if it runs things into it, but at the 1 attack, you have to buff it to make the Windfury useful. Tinkertown Technician. Ooh. If you have a mech, gain +1 and a spare, ooh, that's nice. Spare parts are kind of like a nice little side deck that has all kinds of weird buffs and debuffs and fun things. Floating Watcher. Whenever you hear it takes... Holy shit, that's good. Especially as a Warlock, because I assume you can make this work with Life Tap. So basically, you can Life Tap this thing into Oblivion and get super high health, or super high attack and health on this guy as you kill yourself. It's kind of nice. And geez, at the end of each player's turn, that player draws until they have 3 cards. Well, that's not terrible, but there's better methods of card draw that are less screwy, I want to say. So definitely Tinkertown and the Floating Watcher are my 2 favorite in this particular pack. 20 more to go. Crackle. Okay, it's a really high damage lightning bolt. What can I say? It does 3 to 6 damage. Lightning bolt does what, like 3 or 4, some shit like that. And the overload, and it's the same cost, or 1 cost. So yeah, it's basically a beefed up lightning bolt. Annoyatron. Taunt Divine Shield 1-2. That's not bad actually for the stat line it gives. I mean, Taunt Divine Shields, it's going to sit around for at least 2 turns, unless they want to drop a silence on it, which kind of wasteful, but hey. And it will be annoying, as its name makes. I'm going to enjoy playing around with that thing. Another Tinkertown, we talked about that. Mechanical Yeti. Death Rattle give each player spare parts, so that's pretty nice. It's, it's Chillwind Yeti that has a Death Rattle. Same cost, same stat line, it just gives you spare parts and your opponent spare parts when it dies. Not bad. Goblin Blast Mage. If you have a mech, deal 4 damage randomly split among all enemies. That's actually pretty damn good. If you can pull off the Battle Cry. If you can't, it's got a subpar stat line. I often prefer the higher health over the higher attack. So I prefer 4-5 over 5-4. But the Battle Cry is really nice if you can pull it off. Nice way to clear a board. And what do we got here? Another Tinkertown. Matter Bomber. Okay, so basically this is the exact same version of the Mad Bomber, but he's angrier and costs 3 more mana, I suppose. Deal 6 damage split between all other characters. So that could help you out, but at the same time, the Mad Bomber is itself pretty RNG and can screw you over. Giving an extra 3 more times to screw you over, it could be good, but I'm not going to toy with him too much. Goblin Auto Barber. Okay, Battlecry, give your weapon plus... That's actually not bad. Not bad. Because you can throw down your daggers, throw this guy down, and you have 2/2 daggers for the duration of your 2 daggers. So, it's not bad. Great, good card. I don't play rogues very much, but that's pretty solid. We already talked about the Unitron. Ion Sensei. At the end of your turn, give another friendly mech to... Ooh, that's pretty good. Of course, can't give it to this guy, so you have to have another mech like this thing. That would actually be a really nasty combo for turn 5. Because then you can make this thing a 3/4 Taunt Divine Shield for 5 mana. And then have this thing constantly keeping buffing it. These two cards are actually going to synergize really, really well together. Okay, what's next? Tinkertown again. Spider Tank, it's a tank. It's got decent stat line. It's actually got really good stat line for 3 cost. That's Murloc, you don't care. Shadow Boxer. Whenever a character is healed, deal 1 damage to a random enemy. That's actually really good too. Because you can heal your opponent, but that doesn't help very much. Or you can heal yourself or your minions. So this actually is a pretty decent card. And I like the priest deck, so probably one of the things I'm going to be playing around with. Bomb Lobber, deal 4 damage to a random enemy minion. This is actually a fantastic card for its cost. It gets you a 3/3, and it can probably kill most things that are on the board, unless they have high amounts of health. For 5 cost, totally worth it. Ship's Cannon. Whenever you summon a pirate, deal 2 damage to a random enemy. If you're playing a pirate deck, this card is a must, as it will just keep firing away. But you need pirates, so Anti-Heal Bot we already talked about. Flame Cannon. Deal 4 damage to random enemy minion. Not great, because there's better ways of dealing damage to minions as a mage, and that are not random. So, not great. I mean, it's the same cost as an Ice Bolt, but Ice Bolt you can direct fire, so. Metal Tooth Leaper. Give your other mechs +2 attack. That's not bad. If you want to run a mech hunter deck. And we already talked about the cub. Ooh, it's golden though. It's so cute. Look at that. It's snowing. It's awesome. Okay, 16 to go. What do we got? No, we're going infantry. Wow, that is shitty. It's a 1/4 taunt charge, so you might be able to trade and then have them sit around to get killed instantly, but that's a shit. I don't really like that. Mech Bear Cat. Okay, what's this do? Whenever this minion takes damage, that is a good card. 6 cost, 7/6, so it is somewhat easy to remove, but it'll get you spare parts, and it has a high attack, so it's a big threat on the field. Tinkertown, we already talked about. Ogre Brute. 50% chance to attack the wrong enemy. Well, it's an ogre. It's a 4/4 for 3, but I wonder if it can only target enemies, or if it acts like misdirect and can attack you or your minions. That I'm going to have to test, because I don't know, but that will be interesting to find out. And see, another heal bot. The Mech Bear Cat definitely wins that one. Ogre Warmaul. Warrior weapon. This works kind of the same way. It makes Garrosh stupider, I guess. Light of the Naru. Interesting. Restore 3 health to target. If the target is still damaged, summon a light. Oh, ho! That's nice. That's pretty nice. It can get you a Light Warden, which is kind of helps with healing, but I like the first priest card I pulled a little better. This one's okay though. You can do some finicky things with it, but it requires you to heal something that's not going to be up to full health with the 3. Mini Mage! Holy shit! I like spell damage. It's in stealth. It's fantastic. Number gun infantry we hate. Ooh, ho ho ho. Mal'Ganis. Your other demons have +2/+2. Your hero is immune? Ho. That is cool. It's very cool if you want to play a demon deck. Other than that, though, it's not that great, because at 7 health he dies pretty damn quickly. But still, makes your hero immune. If you can put him behind a taunt wall, somehow protect him, pretty damn strong. But I think I'm going to go with the Mini Mage and the Knight of the Naru as my favorite cards in this particular pack. Though Mal'Ganis does come pretty close. Legendaries are always nice. Especially the Warlock ones. Even though I haven't played my Warlock deck in a while. You know what, let's just start here. Now we're on Infantry, talked about it. Goblin Stalker, talked about it. Tinkerer's Sword, Sharp Sword Oil. Give your weapon +3 attack combo, give a random friend. Holy shit, that's good. That's actually a really good card if you can combo it. It's a really amazing deadly poison. Salty Dog, Pirate. 7/4 for 5, nah, don't like it. If you're playing Pirate decks, pretty nice, but 4 health, not worth it. It dies. It'll probably kill whatever kills it, but I don't like it. It's not going to sit around long enough. Battlecry, draw a card if its minion... Wait, what? If it's a minion, transform it into a chicken. Huh. RNG stuff could be good. If not, it could screw you over. Kazan Mystic. Take control of an random. That's good. That's really good, though it requires you to be going up against a secret deck, but that could be really good. Ooh, another legendary. Mech Engineer Thermoplug. Okay. Whenever an enemy minion dies, summon a leper gnome. It's okay. I mean, leper gnomes are great because they do damage regardless of them, you know, actually hitting the hero. Seal Light we talked about, but yeah, that's a nice one. It's pretty nice. Ship's Cannon and another oil. Kaboom. Seal Light, I'm getting sick of those things. Mech Warper, your mechs cost 1 less. That's not bad. Pretty useful, actually. If you want to run a mech, ramp up mech deck. Runs really well, actually. Flying Machine, talked about it. Matter Bomber, talked about him. Ancestor's Call. Put a random minion from each player's hand into the battlefield. Not bad, but I don't like the fact that if I have a shitty minion in my hand, and they have like a rags in theirs, this can screw you over. Mech Warper, talked about it. King of Beasts. Taunt Battlecry, gain +1. Ooh, not bad. If you have a bunch of beasts, you can make this thing a fairly angry. You can make it a 4/6 if you have 2 beasts, which is pretty useful because then it can't get like Shadow Word Death or something. Stone Splitter Trog. We talked about the Trog earlier. This one's just a weaker version of it. Still good though. Tinkertown. Dark Bomb. Deal 3 damage. Not bad. Or 2. Not bad. Shrinkmeister. Give a minion -2 attack. That's not bad. You can use it to sort of pick off something that's nasty. Though I don't like that it's only to attack this turn when paladins have shit that does it permanently. It's like, fuck you. Though it works. Yeah, talked about those, talked about that, talked about that, and talked about that again. Okay. 8 more to go. Overwarm all. Don't like it. Clockwork Gnome. Add a spare part to your hand. That's not bad. It's pretty good. It's a great one-drop, actually, because it's going to give you a card to do other things. And it's a one-coster, so really nice. Bomb Lover, talked about it. Flame Cannon, talked about it. Call Pets, draw a card. If it's a beast, it costs 4 less. That could be useful. Actually, that's really useful, because it can let you, like, drop something really quickly. Whirling Zap-O-Matic. Okay, it's got a Wind Fury, which is nice. Doesn't have a lot of health, so it's going to die pretty quick, though. Shield Maiden. Battlecry gained 5 armor. That's pretty good if you want to continue playing a warrior deck. Or a control warrior deck, because armor's great. Glaive Zuka. Nice. Battlecry. Ooh, not bad. Not great, but not bad either. Ship's Cannon, talked about it. Spider Tank, you know, it's a regular minion. We already talked about it. 6 more to go. Epic Clockwork Giant. Ooh, more giants. I always like giants. Wait, what? There's already a giant that does this. Fuck you. Or is there a giant? No, there's a giant that does cards in your hand. So this is the opposite. But still, fuck you. Don't need a giant that is gimmicky. Tinkertown again. Floating Watcher again. Yes! I was hoping to get another one of these because it's so good. So good. And another Clockwork. Spider Tank, not useful. Yeti, not useful. Mistress of Pain, hello. Whenever this minion deals damage, restore that much health to your hero. That's pretty good. If you can buffer attack, then you can start like really chucking out the pain and getting health back for it. And the Trog set. I like the Mistress of Pain in this one. 4 more to go. Okay, Soot Spewer. Good. Yep. Spell damage, 3/3 for 3. Totally useful. And it's a mech, so you can do weird stuff. You can do fun things with it. Talked about it. Another one of those, talked about it. And the Druid of the Fang, which we already chatted about. It's a problem when there's only, like, because you only get the cards from this expansion, so. Whirling Set, talked about it. Target Dummy. Well, it's a cheap taunt. So it's damn sure. If you can use things that require mechs on the field, sure, why not? It takes 1 attack, maybe 2, if you're really lucky. Ogre Brute, not helpful. This would be nice with that that rogue card that we pulled earlier. That gives it the friendly mechs +2/+2 at the end of the turn, so you can make this into 2/4. For technically 3 cost, which ain't bad, and have a 3/3 behind it. That's pretty good actually. Cobra Shot, deal 3 damage. Could be useful, but I don't like it that much. It's interesting, but not that interesting. Cobalt Guardian, whenever you summon a mech, gain Divine Shield. If you have a bunch of mechs, this could be really good. At 3 health, though, if you don't summon a mech the turn that it's played, it's probably going to die. So you really need at least... Well, you could use that 0 cost taunting thing. Or you need at least 6 mana to summon a 1 cost mech. Piloted Shredder. Okay, summon a random 2 cost minion. Not bad, actually. These things are actually really really nice, the Shredders. Wow, 3 Cobra Shots. That was a waste. Alright, 2 more packs to go. And then I'm gonna go eat, because I'm kinda hungry. Fel Cannon, at the end of your turn deal 2 damage to a non-mech minion. That's pretty good, actually. Helps definitely start clearing boards pretty quick. Talked about that, he's shitty. Talked about that, it's great. That's okay. And that's shitty. Alright. Last one. And did I get a legendary? No, damn it. Okay, Dark Bomb we already talked about. Valen's Chosen, great card. Favorite card so far, because it is so good. Spider tank, and the last rare we get is a Jeep. That's useless. Okay, how much of this am I sharding? Am I disenchanting? Disenchant. Fair amount actually. Okay, well let's just kind of talk about some new cards then that I didn't get. So we'll start with the Druid deck. Grove Tender. Choose one. Give each player a mana crystal, or each player draws a card. Interesting, though I don't like giving my opponent cards, and I don't really want to give them extra stuff either. Dark Whispers. Choose one. Summon 5 Wisps, or give a minion +5/+5 and taunt. That could be interesting to use, actually. Could be actually really interesting, but let's see. Recycle. Shuffle an enemy minion into your opponent's deck. That's not bad. Malorn. Nice. Shuffle this minion into your deck. That's good. When it dies, it goes back into your deck. That's actually really good. It's a fantastic legendary. Holy shit. And it's a beast, too. Tree of Life. Restore all characters to full health. Well, that's kind of counterproductive, actually. That's very much counterproductive. Sorry, guys. Bestial Wrath. Oh, wait, that's an old card. Feign Death. Trigger all death. That's good. That is really good. Oh, I can't, like... Oh, wait. Here we go. I want to do that, just so I don't run into the stuff that I don't actually have. Yeah, Feign Death, that's actually really good, because it doesn't kill the minions, it just triggers the death rattle. And if, as far as I know, I would assume that, because it doesn't, yeah, trigger. Trigger doesn't mean kill. So, if you have, like, Baron Rivendare, double death rattles, kinda cool. Steam Wheels, Sniper, your hero power... Oh, that's helpful. That's super helpful. It makes you a priest while this thing's alive. Or a shadow priest, I should say. That's really good. Gazrilla. Whenever this minion takes damage, double its attack. That could be OP as fuck. That could be super OP. Alright. Mage. Unstable Portal. Add a random minion to your hand, it costs 3 less. It's not too bad. Because it doesn't draw. It says it doesn't draw, so it generates a free card for you, basically. Echo of Medivh. Put a copy of each friendly minion into your hand. That could be interesting. Depending on what you have on the field and how many cards you have, yeah. Wee Spell Stopper. That's really helpful, actually. It's actually really helpful. That's a great card. Great stat line, too. 2/5. That's a fantastic stat line for 4 cost. And it protects your stuff from evil things. Flame Leviathan. When you draw this, deal 2 damage to all characters. Wait, what? When I draw... That is bullshit, because it's pretty fucking obvious what cards you're gonna have. That's such bullshit. It should be when you play this, but when you draw it, that is total fucking bullshit. Because it telegraphs what the hell's in your fucking hand. Who designed this? Seriously, who designed that? Because it telegraphs exactly what you have in your hand when you pull it. That is bullshit. Alright. Shielded Minibot. Add the Divine Shield. Always good for Paladins. Coghammer. Can't really read that. Give a minion, random friendly minion, Divine Shield and Taunt. That's actually really good. For a weapon? Yeah. Scarlet Purifier, deal 2 damage to all minions with Death Rattle. That's helpful, actually. Bolvar 4 Dragon. Ah, Bolvar. It's nice that he's a low-cost legendary. You don't see that very often in the... Yeah. Because you're 7. The other one's 9. King Crush is what, 8? And that's 7. I know that dude is 7. So yeah, 5. That's pretty good. I mean, it's a 1/7. Don't get me wrong. While this Oh, what? Okay, whenever a friendly minion dies while this is in your hand, gain +1 attack. So, basically, if you have this in your hand at the start of the game, and you just keep killing your minions, by the time you get to play this, he could already be a fucking beast. That is interesting. That is an interesting mechanic. I talked about that. Quartermaster, give your silver hand... Oh, that is good. That is fantastic, especially when you play it with this thing, because it's going to summon 3 of them. 8 cost, and you get a bunch of shit. That's amazing. Alright, Shadow Bomber, deal 3 damage to each hero. Not great, but not terrible either. Upgraded repair bot. That's helpful, sort of. Vol'jin. Why is Vol'jin a priest card? Well, I guess he is a troll-ish priest, sort of. I would have more expected him to be like a neutral card rather than a priest card. Well, I guess he is kind of like a shadow. He's a shadow hunter. So, I guess, yeah, I guess he can be a shadow priest. That's fine. Swap health with another minion. Do I get to choose it? Because if I get to choose it, obviously I'm going to choose something that has the highest amount of health. Light Bomb. Deal damage to each... Oh. Does it affect my minions or only enemy minions? So that's I'm going to have to test with when I buy it. Or get it somehow. One-Eyed Cheat. Whenever you summon a pirate, gain stealth. Not bad. Kongmaster's Wrench has +2 attack. Not bad. Sabotage. Destroy a random enemy minion combo and your opponent's weapon. Well, the combo's only good against, what, 4 classes? Paladins, Rogues, Paladins, Rogues, and Shamans, and Warriors. So yeah, it's good against half the classes in the game. So, if you know you're facing those guys that have weapons, it's great. If not, it's kind of an expensive destruction. And it's randomized. So, yeah. Trade Prince Gallowix. Whenever your opponent casts a spell, gain a copy of it and give them a coin. That's interesting. It's kind of like a weird version of Lorewalker Cho, but it has a lot more health, a lot more attack, and it gives your opponent the coin. That's interesting. Shamans. Vitality Totem. At the end of your turn, restore 4 health to your hero. Not bad. Power Mance. Give a random friendly minion +2/+2. Now it's a death rattle, so you have to use it 3 times before you can actually use that. Or random friendly mech, too, so that's decent, but not amazing. That could be bad, especially if the Wind Fury works that it can attack you. So it could be okay, could be not okay. And you're a Murloc. Whenever a friendly Murloc dies, draw a card. It's not bad. Neptulon. Add 4 random Murlocs. Wow, they really want shamans to play Murloc decks. Holy shit. So pretty much every shaman you come across, watch for Murlocs if they have this card. Okay. Implosion. Deal 2 to 4 damage to a minion. Summon 1/1 in for each damage dealt. Not bad. It has the potential to summon 4. Though it will possibly just summon 2 most of the time. Demon Heart. Deal 5 damage to a minion. If it's friendly demon, give it +5/+5 instead. It's not bad. It's like the Demon's Fire thing. Anima Golem. At the end of each turn, destroy this minion if it's your only one. Well, that's interesting. It's a 9/9. But if you don't have something else on the field, it dies immediately. Hey! And it also dies immediately if your opponent kills the other thing you had on the field. So, yeah, I don't expect this guy to be of much use, unless you want to, like, Void Terror him into the ground and get something really nasty. That's the only real use I see for that guy. Warbot. Enrage, +1 attack. Not bad. I mean, it's a 1-3, so you'll likely be able to trigger this Enrage and make it a 2-3. Bouncing Blade, we have to test. Screwjank Clunker. It's another battle cry bullshit thing. Siege Engine, whenever you gain armor, give this minion +1 attack. That's pretty good. Iron Juggernauts, shuffle a mine into your deck. When it explodes for 10 damage. Wait, what? Shuffle a mine into your deck. When drawn, it explodes for 10 damage. Okay. Oh. That's shitty. That is shitty, man. Well, does it do 10 damage to you or 10 damage to your opponent? Because that's kind of important. That's a very important distinction here, Blizzard. Does it tell me? No. That's a very important distinction, though. Does it do 10 damage to you or 10 damage to your opponent or 10 damage to everything? It's a very important distinction. And again, fucking telegraphing what cards you have. Shield Maiden, Crush, destroy a minion. If you have damaged minion, this costs 4 less. Not bad. Target Dummy, we have all this crap. Micro Machine. At the start of each turn, gain +1 attack. That's pretty good, if you can keep him alive. Recombobulator, transform a friendly minion into a random minion with the same cost. That could be amazing, though it can also screw you over. Hobgoblin. Whenever you play an attack, 1 attack minion, give it +2/+2. Illuminator. If you control a secret, then you turn restore 4 health to your hero. That's kind of helpful for like 3 classes. Little Exorcist. Taunt, Battle Cry, gain +1/+1 for each enemy death. That's pretty good, actually. Arcane Nullifier X21. Can't be targeted by spells. I love these cards. And it's a taunt, too, by default. Holy, that's even better. Even better. I love things that can't be targeted that you can turn into taunts, and this one gives you taunt right away. Give your other minions Wind Fury, taunt, or... Wow, that's good. That's really good, actually. Lost Tall Strider, it's a beast. Nothing too fancy. Blingtron 3000. Equip a random weapon for each player. That could be good. Though, it could also... You get shitty weapons, but hey. Battlecry, destroy a beast. Well... Yeah, it's Hammett Nessingwary, so... At 6'3", he's not that great. Just saying. And it's a really specific Battlecry, so unless you're playing against a hunter... Unless you have other beast cards with a lot of other things, not amazing. So, yeah, not going to use that guy. Fell River. When your opponent plays a card, discard your top 3 cards of your deck. That could really screw you over, actually. I mean, yeah, it's an 8/8, but it's going to burn through your cards at 3 at a time. So... Yeah, that's if they manage to like polymorph it, then yeah, you're gonna be kind of screwed. Junkbot. Whenever again, readily. Not bad. Yeah, big yawn. Nimron's Head. At the start of your turn, if you have at least 3 mechs, destroy them all and form Voltron. Nice. V07TRON. All right. I wonder how good Voltron is. Gazlo. Okay. What's Gazlo do? Whenever you cast a 1 spell, add a random mech to your hand. Not great. That's actually not that good. Yeah, no, that's not great. Because you need a lot of 1... What classes have a lot of 1-cost spells? Not very... I mean, every class has them, but there's not a whole lot of them. So... Mogor the Ogre. All minions have 50%... that's not great. Piloted Sky Golem. Summon a random 4-cost minion. Really good, actually. Toshley, Battlecry, and Death Rattle add a spare part. That's actually really good. Dr. Boom. Summon 2 1/1 boom bots. Warning, bots may explode. Well... I'll have to see what the boom bots are. I assume that they just kill things. So, Trogzer the Earthinator. Okay, whenever your opponent casts a spell, summon a burly. That's actually really good. All the Rockjaw Trogs are amazing. They're all really, really strong. Foe Reaper 4000 also damages the minions next to whomever he attacks. Really good as a board clear, though at 9 health he's pretty awkward to deal with too. Force Tank Max. 7/7 Divine Shield. Not bad. And Sneed's Old Shadow is actually pretty good because it gets you a random legendary, though you can get like shitty legendaries. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with a lot of these cards. Definitely going to have some fun things to toy with, but I will do that at another time. So thanks for watching, and as always, good luck out there. My name is Magnus, and I shall see you next time.